And welcome back to Montana This Morning, where it's time for Ag
and Weather
Together. And as promised, we do have several very special guests in the studio with us this morning representing the U.S. beef industry. And with us on the program this morning, Ed, is Charlene Rich, the Executive Director of the Montana Beef Council. Now, Charlene, tell us about all these exciting guests we have with us this morning.
Okay, today, Russell, we have a big event going on in the beef industry. It's called Pasture to Plate. I'm actually calling it Cattle and Cooking. But we have the executive chef of the National Cattlemen's Beef Association with us. We have Carrie Underley, who we call the meat geek, who's actually a meat cutter. And then we have Marcy Tatarka, a chef. And all these people are helping us as we are doing the Pasture to Plate MSUB Wine and Food Festival in-depth cooking school today, where we're going to be looking at cattle and we're going to be cooking.
It sounds like a lot of fun, and this is a chance for people to learn new techniques, maybe even some new cuts they could use with beef.
That's right. We're going to start out actually looking at the cattle out in the pasture, the mama cows and their baby calves beside them, and then we're going to be doing some tasting of different types of beef, natural, organic, grass-fed. Then we're going to be doing some meat cutting, kind of beef for every budget. And then, of course, we're going to be tasting great beef recipes, and it is the Food and Wine Festival, so beef and a little wine with it this afternoon.
How to match things up then,
right,
as far as the wine and the beef go.
Right.
So, Charlene, how fun is it to bring all these culinary beef ambassadors to Billings, if you will?
Well, it's great for the beef industry. This is a kind of our national support team, okay, Russell. All checkoff funded with our producers' checkoff dollars, and many Billings participants today, Billings area citizens, get to go with us on this tour. So it's going to be a fun day of cattle and cooking.
Well, it's going to be a fun day on this program, because in just a little bit later in the show, we're going to feature the very people that Charlene mentioned, and we're going to talk about beef, and we're going to have fun with it, and we're going to prove that beef just isn't what's for dinner, folks. It's going to be beef, it's what's for breakfast as well. So, Ed, before we get to these segments, how is this weekend forecast shaping up?
It's going to shape up great for this event and pretty much anything else you have planned. Details on the weekend forecast up in 60 seconds.